All right, so the next big concept after resolution we have to understand is selections. And what does it mean to select something in Photoshop? So if you look up on your top toolbar, right, you'll see there's these that come in. Don't worry about these two in the middle. You'll not find any use for those likely. But the rectangle and marquee tool, right, and this is the first of a suite of tools right here in a row, these 3 tools in a row, that will help you make selections. And so what does it mean to select something? Well, let me zoom in just a little bit. I'm going to select this guy, or at least some area around this guy, and I'm just going to draw out a nice square around this guy. And so what you're doing when you're selecting pixels in Photoshop is you're saying anything inside of the selection I want to be able to edit, anything outside of it I don't want to be able to edit. So let me just grab a brush just to show you, right? So if I start drawing inside my guy area and I get up to the top, notice that it stopped drawing, right? So I'll hit Command Z. Once I select something, I could say, go to my move tool, right? And just, oh, look, I'm moving my guy around. Hey, I'm walking, right? So that's what we can do with selections. I can even go to Command T, right? Transform and you know, do that stuff. And I just hit escape to get out of there, right? Now, obviously, right, you might need to deselect things. And how do you do that? Well, there's 2 ways. First, you can do the slow way, which is go up to select, deselect, or you can use, right? Or you can use the quick key, which is Command D. Now, right, there's also a circle select here, right? And just like the shape tools in Illustrator, holding Shift will constrain them. Like say you wanted a perfect circle, you can do that. Now, with this tool still selected and not the move tool, if I needed to move this around, I absolutely could, right? So I can center him in there, right? Which is different than if I have the move tool, which would be then I'm moving the actual pixels. So that's most of what you need to know about selections. Let me hit Command D. Just going through the tools that you have at your disposal here, you'll see these lasso tools. So the lasso tool lets you kind of draw a freehand one. Below it, there's a polygonal, whoops, get out of here. I'll hit escape, right, to stop drawing it if you're like in trouble here. So this one you just kind of click on and you can make, right, a polygon. If you double click, it'll close it for you. This little magnet lasso tries to find edges, right? Look, I'm finding the edges of this guy, right? Again, and I'll double click just to close it. Not great. Don't use it a ton. I very rarely use any of these. So moving down through the next set of tools, this is where the big money comes in, right? And so these are the ones we will look at in the next video to show you how to successfully knock out an object as easily as possible.